Hi and welcome back. And in this particular lecture, we are going to look at the CSS inspection feature that is in the Chrome Developer Tools. And this is a really cool feature. Okay, so I've already developed a very simple page that you can see. It's a lovely cat page with a cat, the title of the cat, and this is a little bit of a description about the cat. All right, and if I go over here and look at the HTML which generated that particular cat page, it's pretty simple: body tag, div, some link to the cat, the width and height of the image, and then inside the div I have a just saying lovely cat, and then basically it's another div. Inside the div is the paragraph element saying that okay, this is my lovely furry cat with blue eyes. All right, pretty simple. The page doesn't look really good. It looks horrendous, right? It would be nice if we can inspect the page and if we can also improve on the page. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is the developer tools. I've just popped it out from, you can see the dock side. So I'm using the separate window. You can dock at the bottom or on the right side, but for demo purposes, I have actually popped it out, so it's in a separate window. All right. Once again, you can go to the Elements tab, and you can check out different kind of elements, as I'm looking at this right now. And I can go and select the inspector, and I can select different things. It just selects this one right now, and I can go ahead and see which element is, which element is what. So if I go to inspector in the element, sorry, here we go. So we can see different things. So if I hover on the image, you can see it also shows me a small thumbnail of the image with the dimensions and the natural dimensions also. That is pretty cool, right? It shows me that the image is actually 1600 by 1063 pixels, but I have resized it to 200 by 200. I can also go over here and see different things, and you can see on the right hand side on this side that it is highlighting the elements that I select. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is to center everything. All right, so I'm going to say width, let's say 50%, and then margin will be 0 and auto. So it kind of centers into it. It's not completely centered, but it's good enough. All right, so that's good. So we have done that, and we have done that using our inspector tool. All right, so what's next? It will be nice if this lovely cat title will have some sort of a border around it. So you can see that I already have a div, so all I need to do is to have some sort of background color. Let's just say light gray. Perfect, looks pretty good, right? It would be nice if we have some sort of a padding, because it just looks like it's touching the corners. Okay, so I'm going to go to this lovely cat, which is the paragraph, and go ahead and add the style. So I'm going to say over here, margin 10. Okay, nope, padding. Where am I adding? Here we go, padding 10, sorry, not the margin. And you can see that it has now padding of 10, and you can see it looks pretty good, right? It would be also nice to a little bit maybe center it. All right, so I'm going to go to the main element, which is the parent of this element, which is this div. All right, and I'm going to say text align center. Boom, done. All right, now it will be nice if the image will also come till this point. So let's just put the width to 350. Oops, maybe too much. 340-ish. But you get the idea, right? So you can test out with different widths or the percentage style, and you will eventually get the right width that you actually need. All right. So let's go with 300 in this case. And this is of course not the CSS class. All right. So all of these things that you are doing in inline, it will be much better to move it into a separate file, and also make sure that the width and height, everything works. And those width and height that I'm doing right now is 300 pixels. Just for demo purposes, you should use some other measurement tool like percentage or EM to adjust it into different browsers. All right, so that's good. This section over here, I want some color and a little bit of padding. So I'm going to go to this guy, which is a div, and just going to add a background color. So background color red. Oh, that looks horrible. All right, so what you can do is you can add, if you want some color from the image, or if you want color from the screen and anywhere, you can click on this image, all right, and here we go. It opens up a pretty cool in the color selector, and you see this? This is a color picker. So I'm going to select this. So if it's blue, it's selected, and I can literally go anywhere on the screen and select the color that I want. So let's go, I'm going to select some sort of a greenish color, this one. And you can see that it changed to green. I can go and select some sort of a darkish brown, grayish color, this one. Too much, huh? How about cat's eyes? Where is the eyes? Here we go. So nice blue color, maybe this one. Oh, that looks nice. All right. So doing that, and then what we can do is select the paragraph element and give it a little bit of more padding. So let's say 10. Looks perfect, right? Now, lovely cat would be nice if it's in a different font. So I can select this paragraph element and I can say font size, let's say 24. And you can see it's much bigger now over here. All right. And that's it. So that's all you need to do to change the things, and everything that you have done over here is using basically the Chrome, the dev tools. Isn't that awesome? Another thing you can do is go ahead, change the color, like the to white or white smoke, whichever you want. It looks pretty nice now, okay? And that is pretty much it. You have used your Google Chrome developer tools to completely change the look and feel of the page just by, and it's a live update, so you're doing it over here and you have a much better idea of what is going on over here. But here's the bad thing. Let's go ahead and refresh the page. Everything that you have done is now gone, okay? So that is because everything you were doing was you were manipulating the DOM. Basically, you were manipulating the HTML, right? You were adding style, removing style, adding elements, removing elements, adding different kind of margins and colors and all that stuff. But it was just for that particular DOM, that particular piece of HTML. You never saved it, right? So once you refresh it, it's going to load it from the index.html file, basically this file, okay? And once it basically loads from this file has no idea of all the changes that you have made. But hey, don't worry. We're going to fix the problem in the next lecture, and you'll be amazed at how quickly you can change the look and feel and everything, and then save your changes to the corresponding files. So stay tuned for that. Thanks.